If you've been around Destiny for a while, odds are you've heard some legendary names among Guardians of the Tower. Shin and Dredgen Yor, tales of Saint 14 and the Lost Coyotes. Some of these characters we've never actually seen before, which makes these epic stories seem like a myth you would hear in a bedtime story. Today we're going to talk about some of Destiny's most legendary Guardians and the epic stories that come along with them. Alright, so I wanted to make a video on some of Destiny's most notorious Guardians and some of their feats of strength. Now this is in no particular order, and let me know who your favorite Guardian legend is in the comments below. Also, our Guardian is not included. We know we're super powerful and we've slayed various gods, but I just wanted to focus on other characters in the universe. There's definitely more, so if you like another video let me know, but here's the select few. Our first Guardian became legend a long time ago. This wasn't for normal activities you'd think a Guardian would participate in though, like killing aliens. This guy was actually one of the best Sparrow racers in existence. In case you didn't know, the Sparrow Racing League is a thing in the Destiny universe. This event dropped back in Destiny 1 and then never returned after. But it shows that Guardians that race Sparrows for competitive sport do exist in the lore of the game and that it is canon. Marcus was amazing in SRL races, taking home many prizes and achievements, but his tales of glory only really begin with this activity. Marcus would use his knowledge of Sparrow racing in many other ways. When the city fell during the Red War, Marcus would race through the streets attempting to make an escape from the light-draining Cabal device. As the tale goes, he almost died after his Sparrow was destroyed by a Centurion. The Centurion picked him up and started choking him, but he was saved by a fellow racer. Here's some other interesting facts about Marcus. He created the hunter boots, the Stompies. He wanted Sparrow jousting to be a thing. He participated in the Crimson Cup race during Crimson Days, but fell short to another Guardian. And lastly, the weirdest of them all, Marcus played the part of a ghost in a ghost community theater play called Oryx the Nightmare Daddy, One Brave Ghost versus the Death from Outer Space. So Marcus Wren is a pretty cool character and legend among the racers in the city. Hopefully we'll see him and SRL return someday. Saint 14 is an obvious one, but some may not know just how powerful this beast of a titan was. Now we've seen this from a different perspective during Splicer, but to the city, Saint was a hero for taking out all the fallen armies. One tale that some are familiar with is the one of Sulcus, Kell of House Devils. Using up most of his light during the fight with this Kell, Saint was struggling near the end to put the fallen leader out. In a rally of hope though, he managed to summon his remaining light into a headbutt, killing the Kell and damaging his helmet in the process. This is why the helm of Saint 14 has a dent on it.
My name is Saint 14. They call me the greatest titan who ever lived. But I would be dead if not for you.
Next up, we have some legendary Warlocks in Osiris, Ikora, and Shayura. Given recent events with Sagira and Osiris supposedly still alive, he doesn't have a ghost and might be struggling big time. But that doesn't really take away from the things he's pulled off in the past though. As we've seen within the Curse of Osiris DLC, Osiris had the capability to make copies of himself which were super strong in and of themselves. This helped him and other guardians during the Battle of Six Fronts, and he also could use them to scour the Infinite Forest in search of answers. Osiris was also a menace when it came to subclasses, dual-wielding Dawnblade, and using all three elements when battling the Hive, all while his light would dwindle. This man definitely is a legend for sure. Ikora may appear calm and collected from the bazaar of the tower, but she's actually a pretty fierce warrior. We witnessed some of her power in epic stunts during the Red War, like Nova bombing then jumping onto that Thresher.
Red Legion, you will take no more from us, and you will find no mercy in me!
But Ikora was also the first Guardian to achieve a 25-match winning streak in the Crucible. Not sure if we'd really want to meet this last Warlock, but Shayura is also still out there. This of course is the Warlock from the last couple of seasons that is hunting other Guardians who use stasis. She would beat Guardians to death with her bare hands in trials matches because she had visions and hallucinations that they were actually Hive Knights. Yeah, a pretty corrupted Guardian whom we have yet to see. The Six Cayotes were a 6-Guardian fire team who would reside in the Cosmodrome, and their purpose? To assist new Guardians to the city. They were also the first ones to patrol this area. Among them were Himura Shinobu, Nadia, Theron Vi, Mika 10, Connor, and Lee 4. Mika 10 specifically has a great story that you can find in this video on my channel. Originally they were a child on Europa to 2 fathers who worked alongside Clovis. After some events went down, they would all become Exos thanks to the madman Bray, and Mika would become a den mother to a pack of lost ghosts who were searching for their guardians. A time later she would join the Six Cayotes and assist new guardians alongside those ghosts. And lastly, we have the man with the golden gun, Shin Malphur. Shin is a legendary gunslinger whose sole mission was to hunt down Dredgen Yor and those who were a part of his crew. Shin's parents were killed by Fallen when he was very young and eventually became friends with a hunter whom saved his settlement named Jaren Ward. Jaren Ward would protect their settlement with his powers and none other than the exotic Last Word. Ward would teach young Shin the ways of the wild and what it takes to be a guardian, a savior to your people. One day, Jaren was murdered though by Dredgen Yor, whom stormed their settlement and destroyed everything. After this, Shin would take over his duties, to use his last word, and to end Dredgen Yor once and for all. Shin is the only known guardian to use another guardian's ghost. He of course would use Jaren Ward's. He also made an Altered Darkness ego to draw out the followers of Yor and stop them in their tracks, something we experienced many seasons ago.
Gave all of you a chance. I told you not to follow him.
You and I are the same. Sometimes we do the wrong thing for the right reasons.
Spoken like a true disciple. If you have any last words, now is the time.
You'll never kill us all.
I don't have to. You're killing yourselves.
Anyway Guardians, that's all we got for today's video. Some tales and stories of epic Guardian legends in the Destiny universe. As I mentioned, our Guardian is epic and there's definitely some more characters, so if you'd like to see another video, let me know down below. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching. My name's Evade, and I'll catch you Guardians in the next one.